everybody. Today we're going to learn about potatoes, or tatties as a lot of people call them. Potatoes are a really important crop in Scotland, with nearly 30,000 hectares grown each year. Just in case you don't know, a hectare is about 2.5 football pitches. And although you might think, wow, that's a lot of potatoes to eat, almost half of those potatoes don't actually get eaten. In fact, they are what we call seed potatoes, and the weather in Scotland means we can grow really clean, healthy seed potatoes that then go off to all sorts of places, not just in the UK, but all over the world. There they'll be planted the following year, and they'll be used to produce potatoes for the people in those countries to eat. Potatoes are such a big business that loads of people used to be brought in to help farmers at the busiest time, which is harvest. In fact, the reason the October holidays are called the Tatty holidays is because children not much older than you guys used to go with their parents during the school holidays in October to help harvest the potatoes. These days the harvesting is done by big machines rather than by hand, but ask some of your older relatives whether they used to go tatty picking, and if they did, they'll probably tell you it was hard work, but it was actually quite good fun, as they used to earn themselves some really good pocket money. Before we can think of harvest though, we first have to grow a crop of tatties. The seed potatoes from last year have been kept in cool, dark sheds over the winter. If we want to grow tatties in our garden, we would usually put our seed potatoes out on a warm, light windowsill, and this lets the potato know it is time to start growing. You can see here that small green shoots called chits have sprouted from the potato as it realises it is time to grow. Farmers often don't chit their potatoes. They allow the process of planting them into the warm soil in the spring start the potatoes growing. There are lots of different varieties of potatoes, some are different colours, and each is good for a different type of cooking, but the process of growing them all is the same. In order to prepare for planting, the farmer will have already ploughed his field, turning over the soil to bury any remnants of the crop that was grown in that field the year before. A really important thing for growing potatoes is to de-stone the soil. So all the surface soil in the field goes through a de-stoning machine that sieves out any stones and deposits them in lines down the field where there will be no potatoes planted. Potatoes are grown in ridges, which are made by another special machine, and then they are actually put in the ground by the potato planting machine. This means potato fields are a really busy place at planting time, with lots of tractors pulling different machines about and trailers with big boxes of seed potatoes and big bags of fertiliser stacked on them. The fertiliser is put in the soil with the potatoes as it will help them grow. The shoots of the potatoes will soon be up through the soil, and the roots will have grown down into the ground, taking up water and goodness. Potatoes love the sun and can use the sun to make their own food, a big word coming up here, by photosynthesis. Many people don't realise that potato plants actually flower. Their flowers aren't very big, but most potatoes will flower before they start to die back, which is a sign they are nearly ready to harvest. Farmers often help spray off or cut the stems and leaves above the ground to speed up this process so that the potato will be ready sooner. This is when the potato harvesters will be brought out of the sheds. These are huge and very expensive machines, and it is really impressive when you see a couple of them working together in the fields. There will also be tractors and trailers with big tatty boxes on that will drive alongside the harvesters, and as the harvesters lift the potatoes from the soil and move them along the belts and up the elevators, all the soil will fall back onto the surface of the field, and just the tatties will drop into the boxes. These boxes are then taken back to the farm where the potatoes are stored in cool, dark and dry conditions until the farmer has time to sort them all. As we said earlier, about half the potatoes grown will go for seed, but the other half will be eaten. Some will go away for processing into things like ready meals and the fresh mashed potato you can buy in the shops. Some will be packed into larger paper sacks to be sold wholesale, and others will be washed and packed into the smaller plastic bags that customers will buy in the shops. The important thing is, though, they will all be enjoyed. So how do you like your potatoes? As a class, why don't you talk about the ways you can think of that a potato can be cooked and see which is the most popular in your class? Did I hear someone shout chips? Well, my favourite's roast potatoes, but I like them lots of other ways too. Bye for now, and thank you for listening.